On 1st September 1942, in Singapore, Indian National Army was formed by the Indian prisoners of war captured by the Japanese in Malaya and Singapore. It was initially led by Mohan Singh, a former officer of the British Indian Army. Mohan Singh was a captain in the British Indian Army who was captured by the Japanese in Malaya in 1942. He was approached by Major Fujiwara, a Japanese intelligence officer, who offered him the opportunity to form an Indian army to fight against the British. He agreed and became the commander of the first INA and recruited thousands of Indian prisoners of war and civilians to join the INA. Establishing contacts with Indian nationalists like Rajbihari Bose and Pritam Singh Dhillon, he envisioned the INA as an independent force that would fight for the India's freedom. But Japanese wanted to use the INA as a subordinate unit. Later in December 1942, the INA was dissolved and Mohan Singh was arrested on mutiny charges. Consequently, numerous members were imprisoned or compelled to return to their original units. In 1943, INA was revived. After escaping the house arrest of 1941, Subhas Chandra Bose, after traveling many odd paths, reached Singapore with the aim to free India with the help of military approach. He reorganized the INA with the help of Indian civilians and former members. Taking charge on October 21, 1943, he became the supreme commander of the INA and head of the provisional government of Azad Hind Free India. In 1943, during his visit to Japan, Bose appealed for support and received a positive response from the royal administration. He created a formidable force of 45,000 soldiers, including Indian prisoners of war and Southeast Asian settlers, for India's freedom. Bose established a recognized provisional government with the support of the Axis powers in World War II. Bose declared the Andaman and Nicobar Islands as the first territories to be freed from British rule in 1943. The islands were renamed as Shahid and Swaraj. This was done after the Japanese forces who had captured these islands handed them over to Bose's provisional government. Subhash Chandra Bose organized 3 brigades: Gandhi, Azad and Nehru, named after Mahatma Gandhi, Abdul Kalam Azad and Jawaharlal Nehru, to free India from the Eastern Front. The INA advanced through Burma, reaching Coxtown on the Indian border. Their goal inside India was to throw out the British with Chalo Delhi as the battle cry. The Gandhi Brigade was commanded by Muhammad Zaman Kiani, a former officer of the British Indian Army who joined INA. The Nehru Brigade by Aziz Ahmad Khan, Azad Brigade by Gulzara Singh. All 3 brigades fought in the 1944 Battle of Imphal and the Battle of Kohima. They suffered heavy casualties and were forced to retreat alongside the Japanese forces in 1945. Named in honor of the legendary Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi, the Rani of Jhansi Regiment was a remarkable all-women infantry combat unit led by Captain Lakshmi Sehgal. With around 1,000 dedicated women volunteers, they undertook a wide range of duties in Burma, including nursing, signaling, and intelligence. For more untold stories, subscribe and press the bell icon. Leave a comment to share unknown stories and insights you know. Stay curious, stay connected.